Yo, it's your boy Logos, and I want to react to Joe Rogan's take on the Bud Light controversy. But before we get into that, I can't help but have my tinfoil hat on a little bit because I know the government doesn't waste any opportunity to take more freedoms or control from the people, and they will use any controversy or news story that they tell their media puppets to put out or to keep pushing out or keep the people's focus on while they actually pass bills or sign stuff into law or do insider trading or do any other thing that affects us. I know I sound like some Alex Jones type person right now, but I really don't trust the government much at all. So I really feel like it's possible that they just using any type of controversy to actually get something more important to them passed or gone through that we can't see because we focus on societal stuff like this. But let's get into it.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, you got that guy Keith, you got Lucas.
There's a lot of good guys
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
A lot of good women there, there's a couple non-binaries.
Yeah.
We got at least one.
Checking all the boxes.
It's a diverse group. We gave him his own Bud Light after the first week. We put his face on a can.
Do you have any beer in here?
Hey, yeah, you want a beer?
I'd take a light beer.
Okay, let's
yeah.
get some Bud Lights. Let's do this
Yeah.
in support of Bud Light in their time
Let's
of
be
stress.
allies by getting a little day
Let's be-
drunk.
We're going to be allies.
Yeah.
You know, because Kid Rock and Travis Tritt have put the fucking hammer down.
I know. They were really fucking fighting the good fight, man.
Here's my take.
Okay.
Like what you're doing, what they're doing is just spreading the brand to an extra group of people.
Yeah.
Why, if something is good, do you give a fuck who's got it?
Nah.
Like, would we do this with cheesecake? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there was like a bomb ass.
He probably want to expand more, but so far I disagree with Joe simply because of the fact that people who are transgender is like less than 1% of the population. So how much of a boom in revenue they're expecting to get by putting that woman's or that man's face on the can and having this ad campaign come out? From my understanding, what I saw an hour ago, I think they lost what $5 billion in revenue so far, or in terms of value of the company. Anheuser-Busch after doing this stuff, like I don't understand it. We know who drinks Bud Light. It is men who watch football on Sundays or Saturdays. Shoot, maybe even basketball too, but mostly men who watch football. It is not men who give a fuck about transgenderism or LGBTQ XYZ rights. We don't give a fuck about that stuff. We just want to drink a beer or drink some liquor if you prefer liquor like I do and watch some football. Like, I don't need to see this, I don't know, message or ideology on your beer can. I don't know, do Anheuser-Busch not understand their audience? They act like they do with their commercials during football time, but when they do this, they act like they care more about a message or showing inclusion than actually making money. That's what it seems to me. They care more about trying to influence the culture or influence the men who watch their stuff, well, watch their commercials or drink their products than they care about anything else. Because if the men who support you isn't buying your stuff, you can't come out with no ad campaigns. You can't send nobody no free beer. You can't sign people on and try to put some message or ideology that you think is popular. You need the people who will actually buy your stuff to continue buying it for you to exist. And I really don't think transgender people, there's not enough of them, nor will they really drink beer like that, I think, to actually go and buy your stuff where you feel they need to do this. So that's why I don't think it's about money. I think it's more about culture and, I don't know, trying to influence men to accept a man transitioning to a woman to actually be a woman. We all know that's not actually a woman. Come on now. Like, the guy don't even look like a woman. But even if like he got the whole surgery done and all that stuff, that's still like not a woman. That's not a natural woman. We can see it, we can hear it, look at their hands, listen to their voice. It's nonsense.
Cheesecake, and all of a sudden, you know, some radical group like Antifa really got into the cheesecake, who'd be like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah.
And if the Cheesecake Factory sent Antifa a cheesecake, you know, for 10 more years of chaos, you know, like
If like the Cheesecake Factory, or don't want to say cheesecake, it could be what's something else that I would say like men or conservatives, like it just especially. Okay, let's just keep it with the beer. If they sent the beer to an Antifa leader or the leader of Black Lives Matter who says she is more Marxist and don't even support two-parent households, especially in the black community, people will boycott that shit too. Like, because why would you push a group of people who does nothing but spread chaos and anarchy? It doesn't make sense. And I'm not saying that that's what transgender people do, but the whole point is this is not your audience. Your whole point isn't to get money or to advertise your beer and how good it is. It's about pushing the message and ideology and something that clearly the people who actually support you and kept you in business for decades or however long Anheuser-Busch been around doesn't support or is not a part of. That's the point. It's not about wanting to gatekeep people from drinking or eating certain types of food from people.
A celebratory. A celebratory.
Yeah. If only ISIS had Bear Claw donuts,
Yeah.
I'm still eating those fucking
But on the other hand,
donuts.
I loved Kid Rock's video because I love that. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
I love that kind of thinking.
There's
Not
nothing
even
wrong
that
with
I
this.
agree with it. I like wild people.
Yeah.
I like a
raising
dude-
hell, man.
I like a dude who takes a machine gun to a stack of Bud Lights and is like, fuck Anheuser-Busch.
This will show up.
But I mean, where's he going to go now? You going to go to Coors? 'Cause
Miller Lite.
Don't they all support like LBGTQ plus AI, whatever
Yeah.
the hell else they're attaching to it issues? They all
Yeah.
do.
I mean, I'm from Colorado, and Coors has had those rainbow cans forever.
Fucking Shane Gillis is heartbroken.
I was with him.
Beer.
I
And
was
he
opening
didn't-
for him last weekend.
This is what sucks. He drinks Bud Light every time he does Protect Our Parks.
Uh-huh.
Those things have fucking millions of views.
I know.
Where's his can of beer?
He did
Bud
not.
Light?
He was not. He said the
Damn.
exact same thing.
He's problematic.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, he's an issue, man.
So he has, that's a good point I didn't even think about. Like all the other people that do support Anheuser-Busch for like years and decades and have a much bigger clout and much bigger fan base than this Dylan guy, they didn't get sent free beer or get an offer to be a part of an ad campaign. Once again, it tells you it's not about dollars or revenue or supporting the people that actually support you. It's more about pushing a message.
Here's an issue being
Right.
one of the funniest fucking human beings alive
How
on planet
dare he?
Earth.
And also generous and
And
community
a
minded.
great guy.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they won't give him a Bud Light.
They should give him some lips.
If they were smart, they would send Shane a Bud Light with his face on it too.
Yeah.
Say we love everybody.
Well, the can's not big enough to fit his face.
That's true.
He has a big round head.
You could put like half of his face, like a, like a artsy thing.
Right, yeah. Then you have
only
to put
see
them all
half his
together.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
Did you get a left side of the face or the right side?
Bud Light sponsors the moon?
So if you're two fisting,
Yeah.
you know,
No, man, I think that it's crazy when people get upset about that stuff because the people who get upset about that stuff value liberty and freedom so much, and they want to live their lives undeterred by anyone's rules.
but they think that the company that they like is giving into the woke agenda. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
There's no woke agenda.
Well, they think there is in like
think there
movies
is.
and television and media and commercials.
I was allegedly
like a
conceived on
soda.
Zimas.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Have your kid on a delicious, fruity, sort of bubbly, soda-like
Yeah.
alcoholic
My
beverage.
mom and dad split a fucking 24-pack of Zima and made me in Glenwood Springs.
Wasn't too strong,
No.
you know.
Gave
had a
you
nice flavor.
heartburn, though, dude.
Did it?
You can't have like 8 of them.
I've never had 8 Zimas.
I have.
You've had 8?
Yeah, because they brought them back, you know?
Zima's a thing with I'm not really trying to get drunk, you know. Like if I'm trying to get drunk, I'm drinking whiskey.
If I'm drinking, I'm typically trying to get drunk.
Always?
Yeah.
Don't you just like to have a little buzz?
I'll have a little glass of wine here and there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Zima drinks returning to summer of 2018 for a limited time.
Yep.
They try to bring it back.
They brought them
Well,
back.
bring it back. Come on, Zima. I'm on your side.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I like them
I
a
don't
lot.
get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Fucking White Claws made it, but
Yeah,
Zima's
that-
didn't.
well,
Well,
that's
these are
what they
all
took
sugar,
over.
though.
But tell me how the fuck White Claws made it and Zima did it. Is it a timing thing? Is it like Betamax and the VHS tape? The superior product
advertisement.
doesn't make it?
Dude, White Claws are, from my knowledge and understanding, are popular among like college kids, especially like white college kids, from my experience. But I don't know, that advertisement and social media makes it a big thing. If you know how to make it seem cool to drink White Claw, you have a nice cool design and people want to take pictures with it and post it online and look cool themselves. Of course, people gonna buy it. Can't help that. Sometimes times change and it might not be your product is worse than the new product. It just might be the new product is better advertised with a new technology and a new uses or ways of getting to people.
Well, Zima had like 20 years head start on White Claw.
Bro, I used to get so much shit for ordering Zima. They're like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Well, were you at the pool hall?
No, at the
Okay.
fucking Improv on Melrose.
It's
People
on your
were making
rider?
fun of me.
Yeah.
Comics were making fun of me for drinking Zima. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's delicious.
It looks like a
10 things you should know about
post-apocalyptic drink.
Zima. What do I need
There's
to know?
no-
Is it
no
bad
way
for you?
that's-
Yeah, what are the fun
necessary.
facts about Zima?
There's no fun facts.
No, the branding sucks.
This Zima's like blockbuster video. It's like no one thought it was gonna go away, but
Here we are in a post-Zima
it's
world.
over. It's weird because it was delicious. Like, it didn't taste bad at all. It's not a bad product.
It was kind of viscous, though.
Mm.
I mean, it had that kind of milky look to it when it was in the bottle for too long.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
Like-
it was like Sprite.
It started clear, but then if you had it on the shelf for a while,
How long did you leave your Zima on a shelf?
I remember I think my dad had like a couple
Yeah,
Zimas
look,
in his
even those are
office.
a little milky.
Milk.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, but that's just a
skim milk.
CGI image.
Oh, you think that's
the
computer
same-
generated?
That's the same bottle over and over again. That's what it looks like. It looks like fucking soda. It's a bottle
Clear
of
malt.
delicious clear malt soda.
I'd be more surprised if you had Zima in here than that you have Mad Honey. That would blow my
I don't
mind
think
even
you
more.
can get it. You probably have to get it on eBay from your dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Your dad's got some cases.
My dad takes the
For
helicopter
sale.
in. Yeah.
Your dad's got some cases. But the thing is, like, about this Dylan Mulvaney thing, it's like, it's just someone who wants a lot of attention, and you're giving that someone a lot of attention, and you're trying to reach another audience. Like, I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" My initial
It was
reaction was like,
cringy.
"This is silly."
It was
Are they
pretty
really doing this?
transparent.
But it's also your Bud Light fan, your typical Bud Light fan, is like NASCAR, fucking
Thank you.
sports. Like, that's
Exactly.
most of the people that are drinking Bud Light. Guys like Shane. Most people, you saw the Bud Light demographics
Yeah.
of who's drinking Bud Light.
Bigots.
I saw this fucking
Guys like Shane.
Shane. He's joking, Shane.
Yeah,
I saw-
Shane's my boy.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Jesus Christ, you threw me off.
Yeah, it wasn't the honey.
No,
the honey's
no.
in there though.
No,
there's
not
like
yet.
there's a little current
You
popping
feel it?
around in there. It might be the cigar.
Probably cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have that lighter again?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Fuck, I lost it.
You were talking about
this.
oh yeah, just
Oh.
how the target demographic of Bud Light.
But it's like a lot of companies are using this person. There's more than one company. There's like a bunch of them, like Nike and a bunch of other stuff.
also, she's pretty. I get it. No,
Stop.
I mean, I see
Shut
nothing
up.
wrong.
Good luck.
Hey man,
Fuck.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, he gotta be a comedian. Because you know that that dude dealing like a fucking 19-year-old college boy. It's a stop.
it's
There's
one of those things. It's like, it's funny what people get like super outraged about. You know, like, we're in the middle of, Tulsi Gabbard posted up some stuff the other day about the Restrict Act, and you flip the top. Here, I showed you before. Pull the top back. There you go.
thank you.
Well, I did it before you before. That's like one of those teach a man to fish things.
Yeah,
It's not going to be lit. You
no,
have
I
to-
know.
Yeah.
I gotta get rid of that
But,
ash.
like, no one's freaking out about that, but they're freaking out about Bud Light. Like, how is that the big deal?
What
I
the
think
fuck
it's
is-
goofy because I think
Well, I swear, it seemed like Joe's gonna go deep into his Tulsi Gabbard restriction thing, and then this motherfucker can't figure out how to work the ladder. Come on, man. I might have to find the video myself and do a reaction to that because that sounds interesting. If I don't, I'm gonna just find it in my free time.
that person's goofy. But if you want to hire a goofy person, like, who gives a shit? It's kind of hilarious when someone says 365 days of womanhood.
It was also on April Fool's Day.
That's true too. But it
That's
also was
fucked.
just a can with that person's face on it.
Yeah.
That's all it was. It wasn't like something they were selling.
Yeah, they didn't
But
have
it's
it in
kind-
stores.
No, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I like that people get mad. I thought what Kid Rock did was funny. I laughed at it. I told him I thought it was funny. But I also, it doesn't make me mad.
Not at all.
It just makes me like, what?
well,
like
I think
that-
it's
I
because
just,
we.
like-
Just
I get what they're
ridiculous.
doing though. They're trying to get people that are popular. They're just looking for influencers to help them.
and they're trying to look more
Nah,
inclusive because
because if not, thank you. That's what it is. Cause it's not about influencers. Because you literally just said your friend Shane, who shows off Bud Light and has his show in the wilderness or in the woods or something like that, and he didn't get an offer apparently from Joe Rogan or whoever said that in this video. So it's not about getting influencers. It's about pushing a particular culture or message. That's the difference.
because
Yeah.
of the assumptions people make about Bud Light drinkers.
But those assumptions.
And also, look at us. We're on the biggest platform in the world discussing Bud Light for like 10 minutes.
Right, it's
Okay,
probably
worked.
good for the brand.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Shane loves it. I don't get it.
I like Miller Lite more.
I don't drink
I
beer.
like Sam Adams. I like a dark beer.
Oh, I want a beer I can have like
an
17
amber
of,
lager.
man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to be sipping beer all night.
Damn. I mean, that leads to that beer gut, but if you drink too much liquor, you can get the same thing, just all in moderation. Overall, I think Joe, I don't know, I think he was just trying to be more funny, or I don't know what's the word for it, but it's like he was dodging what the real issue was, because the thing is, this is nothing about money or whatever, trying to get a bigger audience, because the amount of people that are transgender is so small and minute, you're not going to really see that big of an increase. But what you are seeing now is the backlash because of the stuff they did and choosing Dylan or sending the stuff to Dylan or whatever happened. And as they said in the video, they didn't reach out to actual influencers who use our products in their videos, who has a big fan base. Joe Rogan said his friend Shane gets millions of views with Bud Light in this show, but apparently he didn't get an offer or a phone call. You can see why he'll be pissed off. And you can see why people would take that as a message thing instead of like an influencer or a revenue type thing. It just seems pretty obvious to me, but maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Let me know in the comments below. It's your boy Logos. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.